Still hoping for that pangarap na jackpot? Well, here's some good news for you. President Duterte has lifted the suspension on lotto operations. But other PCSO games though, such as STL, Peryahan ng Bayan, and Kino remain shuttered. Here's Ria Fernandez with the rest of the story.
5 days since President Duterte suspended PCSO's gaming operations, tellers like Cristalline Lagarto still receive their daily pay. Lotto agents have been feeling the brunt of the suspension, having to pay salaries and rent despite halted operations.
Kinukulit ko po yung boss ko, tinatanong ko po kung mag-o-open pa ba, kung kailan. Para po makahanap din kami trabaho. Kasi nag-uupa lang kami. May binabayaran kami, hindi pwede na mag-standby kami.
The same goes for new owners whose lotto outlets have yet to even start operations.
Lahat gulat, emotional talagang na ano. Pangalawa, pagdating sa business side talagang zero. Walang benta.
The future indeed looked bleak for thousands of workers affected by the closure of over 30,000 lotto outlets, but there wasn't a lot of sympathy coming from Malacanang.
Bakit? Nung hindi pa ba sila empleyado, hindi sila nabubuhay?
Pero po,
do not underestimate the human spirit of Filipinos. Pag may dumarating na storm o anumang sakuna o anong mga bagsak sa ating buhay, nakakaahon naman tayo. Yan ay pansamantala lamang.
This is why it came as a surprise that on Tuesday night, President Duterte lifted the suspension of lotto operations. Other PCSO-led gaming operations, such as Small Town Lottery and Peryahan ng Bahay, remain suspended pending investigation of corruption and illegal activities. Executive Secretary Salvador de Aldea confirmed that Lotto was spared from hot waters after investigators found no anomalies in the conduct of its operation. The camp of former PCSO General Manager Alexander Balutan earlier said that Duterte should have never targeted Lotto outlet owners in the first place if the problem was just with PCSO officials.
Lahat ng kontrata dyan, sino nag-a-approve? Hindi naman yung janitor eh. Ang nag-a-approve dyan yung board of director, particularly the chairman and general manager. Kung may corruption dyan, dyan lang umiikot sa board of director.
But for Justice Secretary Bernardo Guevara, the president's decision is still justifiable. He says Duterte's orders cannot be called arbitrary, even as lotto operators and legal experts say the legitimate franchisees have been denied due process. After all, Guevara says the NBI should have initial findings on said alleged corruption in the PCSO in a week's time. The DOJ chief adds that PCSO personnel who have clean hands have nothing to worry about since they will have the opportunity to prove their innocence before the NBI.
Malacanang has already said that it will await the result of the investigation before it makes a final move. So in my opinion, parang ano lang yan, preventive measure. Sir, even as the government is investigating, stop muna kayo.
For News 5, Ria Fernandez, We Are One News.